It's your boy Yule.
I'm Margaret. This is whoa.
Wow.
Stepping on toes here.
Yeah,
all right. This is
line.
Can We Talk About It?
Okay. You got
my
it.
show. And here is my fun-loving sidekick, Yule Adams. Ready? Sidekick?
No, you got this.
No.
Anyways, I know sometimes Robin gets out of line in this Batman scenario. But yeah, this is Can We Talk About It. I hope everybody had a...
Pinky to the brain. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
You know, Pinky was the smart one.
That's
if you really
actually
think
facts.
about
All right, let's move on.
Got him. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody that...
didn't get killed by a tribe that has had no contact with the outside world since its inception.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
It's not talking to you, John Cho.
Yeah, wow.
Oh,
So
God.
happy Thanksgiving to, I guess, everyone except for this one very specific person.
Missionary John Cho. I'm going to be real. I feel like people are taking a very black and white position on this, where they're like, it's good that he's dead. And like, but I'm never going to say it's good that anybody is dead, you know?
Very
and
true.
I'm not like happy he was killed, but then if you look on the flip side, it's like if he had managed to make contact with that tribe, he probably would have wiped them out because they've not had any exposure to
they don't have
modern
vaccines.
diseases.
They don't have exactly. They haven't been in contact with everybody.
Yeah.
It's literally illegal for anyone to go there. So that should tell you something.
Right.
I don't really feel bad. You know how that it's a black and white kind of thing. If you go out of your way to do something extremely illegal, he literally is the Christopher Columbus of 2018. Like I'm not
a less successful colonizer.
This is what the Native Americans should have done. They should just bam, 2 arrows, done.
This was the funny thing. It was kind of like I thought that it was weird that like he's a person of faith and he has all this belief in God. He had gone to the island once. They shot arrows at him, and the only reason that he did not die that first time was because the arrow pierced his Bible. To me, that's God being like, I gave you one warning, boy, get the fuck up out of here.
God was like,
that was a sign. That was your sign. He's one of those people that's like, God, give me a sign. And God's like, here you go.
There's an arrow in your
like,
Bible.
Could you be a little more clear? Because I didn't get that one. Like, my guy, why?
Or like my Caribbean parent said, who does not learn must feel. And,
he felt it. Ugh.
He felt it.
Yeah, I mean, it's I think it's unfortunate that someone died, but at the same time, like, why the fuck would you do that?
Right,
and it is so fitting that this happened on Thanksgiving, or that it came out on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I feel like one for natives. And that's literally the only point that they have. So let's
Facts.
Natives, good job. I really wish that the Native Americans would have picked up these strategies a long time ago. They were very friendly and open with the newcomers and immigrants that came here to America. Don't ever forget that.
Yeah, and to this day we have problems with colonizing and with cultural appropriation.
Mm-hmm.
What else is going on in the culture this week? We got some imposters. This has been an ongoing thing.
Oh yeah.
It came out a few weeks ago that a lot of IG models that people believe are black women are actually white women who have had numerous surgical procedures, done some like skin things,
whatever the opposite of bleaching is.
Yeah, like
skin
tanning
darkening.
beds. Some of it's just makeup. One of them was like, I naturally get very tan, and she deadass has like a makeup tutorial of like how I get my coloring, and I'm like, bitch.
Who, Rachel Dolezal?
They're all her pupils. I'll say that.
Wow.
And some of them were doing like hair braiding to get like a certain texture, and if I may rant for a minute, I was telling you all when we talked about this before, like, this personally gets under my skin. Not only because, like, some people are saying, a lot of these women are from, like European countries, from, like, Scandinavia. They may not understand the historical context of what they're doing. My thing is, if you looked into it enough to mimic the culture, you could have looked a little bit into the history. And they're also, it's not just a matter of like, oh, they're getting praised for these looks. They're making money off of it. A lot of them are getting like promo, sponsorship. I was doing Black Friday shopping, and I saw one of these bitches featured on like one of the sites, and I was like, how dare you?
Wow, how fitting, Black Friday.
They're taking away, they're stopping the bag for actual women of color, and then on a very personal level, okay? as a racially ambiguous person, I get mistaken for a lot of things, and none of those things bother me. A lot of people think I'm Middle Eastern. A lot of people think I'm Latina. None of that's ever bothered me. But starting with Rachel Dolezal, I started to get mistaken for something else that bothered me quite a bit.
What?
A white woman masquerading as a woman of color.
So they thought you were blackfacing.
I started to feel like I had to show a little bit of evidence, which I didn't mind. I understood that people were questioning because it's like a thing now. It's a thing now.
Did you turn up your blackness? Like
I definitely was carrying around photos of my father, like physical copies, so I didn't have to scroll through the phone. This is my father, Terry Blackman Saunders, and no, but like
Jerome
I'll tell you,
Williamson, my dad.
I changed his name. Tyrone Jackson, my daddy. No. But it's like. It was weird because I went to work the other day and I didn't do my hair, and my natural hair is like a little bit like I have tighter curls.
Mm-hmm.
And this girl that I work with was like to me, "Oh, how did you get that? How'd you do that to your hair?" I was watching this tutorial the other day about sleeping in braids, and I was like, "Came out of my damn head." That's what my hair looks like.
That's what she did. She went to sleep and woke up, and that's how.
And bam.
Just like that.
But yeah,
it's like kind of sad though that everybody wants to be black in a kind of way. Like everybody loves our culture but does not love us.
You want to be black till it's time to be black.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
Like we could do this for these tutorials, but when it's time to be outside and deal with the cops, I'm good on that part.
Yeah,
like I just want to look cute and have these nice little curls. No.
That's what I'm gonna. Yeah, that's 100% it. So my mayonnaise sisters, if I may call you that.
Mayonnaise. All right.
Just chill with it. Think about what you do. Really, take responsibility a little bit. What do you think for the people who are saying that like it goes beyond these women who are very obviously trying to pass for black, but then we go into like more ambiguous cases like a Kim Kardashian who just uses a lot of bronzer, or like an Ariana Grande whose skin tone is a lot darker than it used to be. We were like, she's Sicilian, so it might be like it's like
I feel like it's kind of the same thing. To
it
be
is,
quite
it's
honest,
just
but
more
it's just
subtle.
It's more subtle, and they do it, I guess, gradually over time. It just
right.
And it kind of like I guess is more accepted because they're public figures, and it's like if she's doing it, that's why everyone else is feeling inclined that they can do it. Like a Kim Kardashian, believe it or not, has influence. Like
I know,
massive influence. So you can do subtle things like darken your skin, or like just seem,
and it's like okay,
and it seems okay,
and
so other
weird.
people mimic that because, like you said, some people probably don't know the history behind everything.
No.
People don't want to look into the history. People just want to follow whatever's hot.
It's just
and
as easy as
culture,
looking into the culture.
Exactly.
Just so y'all know,
our culture is always hot. Like we're always at the front line of whatever's happening, whether it be music, fashion, like. It is what it is.
So what can we do as black people to stop people from poaching our culture?
We gotta start a new country and just stay on the island. And what we should do is shoot arrows at anyone that tries to get in and steal our culture. So,
John Chowum. No,
John Chowum.
I don't want. I really
Red Dead Redemption style.
No, fuck. Anyway, what's going on in New York this week? I heard the King of New York's in prison. I didn't know.
Jay-Z's in prison?
I didn't know that Nas went to prison. What did they get Nas for? Oh no, you're right. It is the Brooklyn one. It's y'all's king, Tekashi. The king
Who's y'all's?
of Brooklyn.
Is there more people on this show
Tekashi69 is in prison. They got him on some
He never said he's
Rico
the king
shit.
of Brooklyn. He always said king of New York.
Anyway.
So he's your king also, okay?
Anyway.
If we're going to pull us down, I'm taking you with us.
It honestly, it looks like the kingdom's about to fall regardless. So we're gonna be talking about a new king in a bit. He got caught up on some racketeering and conspiracy charges.
Yep.
I am not even putting aside, my personal feelings about do I like him or not. I think he's guilty, so I think he's probably gonna go to prison. And I think they want him to go to prison. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of things. It's like they want to put him away. And I think he actually did these things.
Okay, I also agree. I think he did at least like 90% of it. And that's going to look bad. But there's always that celebrity factor because celebrities always get away with so much more than a regular person can. But I don't think that also works for him because he's just portrayed himself as such an asshole throughout his career that he doesn't have like the support or, I think people hate him. I think even like deep down, the the jurors aren't going to be that unbiased, seeing the type of
It's
person
gonna
that he is.
be difficult to find unbiased jurors. I almost wonder if they're gonna opt for like a non-jury trial, but I think a judge would also be biased against him. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's just gonna come up. I don't even think, like, even if you are completely unbiased, seeing videos and just learning the type of person that he has been throughout his career, that in itself, like his like I said, his persona is gonna be his downfall.
That's facts.
Even though, like, I think he's been playing around this whole time. I don't think he's really like.
I don't think he's about that life.
I think he's like half about it.
I think he's about that life in a way, in the manner that he's been charged, which is conspiracy.
Yeah.
Like, I can see him saying, "Run up on that guy." Do I think he ran up on that guy? No.
Absolutely, agree, 100%. But now he's caught up.
Yeah, and like I'm so like mixed feelings this week because I don't think anyone. I mean, I'm not gonna say anyone deserves. But a lot of people do deserve to be in prison for that many years. But that's like, I feel like it's sad sometimes to see someone who's so young and came from like, you know, humble beginnings, and they like build their way up.
When were those beginnings exactly?
Dramatic fall. I don't know, when he was like a random kid from Bushwick.
Okay.
Yeah. But then I realized when we were also talking about this, I was like, no wait, I'm just thinking of Bobby Shmurda. I'm just still sad about Bobby
Free
Shmurda.
Bobby, free to nine.
This guy's doppelganger.
Get my bro. Come on, son, get out here. We need you. Like all them social networks and
I am
these
so
computers.
ready to replace him with you whenever
Got
you
these
get out.
niggas thick. Yo.
Yeah.
First off.
Anyway.
All right. Whenever Jennifer Lopez is deciding she wants to do a show with a young black man from Brooklyn. Yeah, remember that when we went out and everybody thought that you were Jennifer Lopez? Don't be doing no lookalike shit here, right?
You know what? It's not even an insult, so I'll take it.
All right.
Anyway.
Fair enough.
But
But can we get a Bobby Shmurda 6ix9ine trade deal?
I wouldn't mind that at all.
I don't care if he does life if we get Bobby back.
I mean, Bobby's going to get out pretty soon, so that's kind of an unnecessarily harsh trade.
A trade I'm willing to do, though. I'm just saying, jurors, if you're watching this,
right,
make that happen.
And what do y'all think about the fact that, like, I don't know why I said y'all when I'm just addressing
me and my multiple personalities.
He's the royal we. What do the Yules think about the fact that he got moved to a
federal?
That, that's for snitches, if you will.
Oh, I feel
Dirty
like he
cops,
snitched.
shit like that. You think he? Yeah. I would
feel like he
snitch too.
snitched. Yo,
I would snitch too. I would have been snitched.
First off, don't do any crimes with Margaret.
Yeah, I probably would snitch even if I just didn't like you. I'm a snitch. Like, yeah. Okay.
Queens.
In the proud tradition of 50 Cent, I am a snitch. Anyway.
Damn. Wow, see, them Brooklyn things, we don't do that, right?
Yeah, okay. Your
Even
boy
though
just
Tekashi,
did. Your boy just did, but okay.
Your boy is a strong 2 words. That's somebody's boy. But what I'm saying is, he snitched. I feel like he's going to, because he already threw so many people under the bus, like, just recently.
And he'd already cut ties with those people, so it's like, those aren't even really your boys anymore. It's really just like about, are you a snitch or not? It's just the principle.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Like, it's not about snitching on your friends, it's snitching on people you don't even fuck with.
Exactly, and is your lawyer going to tell you not to snitch?
Yeah.
Like, at this point, he needs whatever help he can get.
Right.
25 to life is
he's
no
definitely
joke.
Gonna see some prison time though, because if anything, he's gonna see prison time because he was on probation from
kitty fiddling.
We talked about this. Why?
Because that's what it is. He went to he was on probation because of his kitty fiddling charge.
Okay.
Is that not what the legal name for that is? What's the legal name?
Anyway, yeah.
That's probably better. It sounds better than whatever the fuck it actually is.
Pedophilia? You think kitty? Yeah, you're right.
There we go.
You know what? That's actually really weird. It does sound. It sounds less creepy. In a way.
I don't know, but he's a kitty fiddler.
Anyway,
and it's not gonna work in his favor.
Anyway, yeah. So he's probably going to prison. But yeah. What's going on in New York aside from that irrelevant blip on the radar?
Oh yeah. Wait. I remember like recording shows with Margaret, and she just kept talking shit about how gentrification has come for Brooklyn, and like we're all like, you know, just pretty much doomed anyway, and there's so many Starbucks and all this place. But now Amazon is here for the attack. Coming in for the kill. Queens is about to die.
Long Island City is essentially Brooklyn, so I don't really feel that.
First off,
way
no,
about
we
it.
never claimed that. That's not a thing.
It's pretty much
No, we don't.
right there.
No.
Yeah.
Right there
Yeah.
next to what?
Like Brooklyn. It's right
What?
there next to Brooklyn.
Where? Next to Bushwick?
It's next to Greenpoint.
Oh yeah, like so yeah.
It's like across
so like
the
so
bridge.
by the
It's like the
gentrification
same
part. So
thing.
you're telling me the gentrification is moving in this shape, coming up for you, and it's gonna come around? Is that I don't know, but
No,
how?
I'm
how
telling
is
you, it's
Queens
gonna
be?
go over the bridge, Long Island City,
Listen.
then dip back into Greenpoint. Probably.
Nah, I think it's over for you guys if Amazon gets into
All right,
Queens.
all right. Honestly, I don't think it's gonna touch my part of Queens because we're not on that subway line.
Oh, okay.
Really. But nonetheless, I am against gentrification in all boroughs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't discriminate. So yeah, the Amazon
Goddamn.
deal is a bad bargain for New York. Aside
Agreed.
from my personal feelings as a person that would be impacted by gentrification, I don't think it's gonna bring jobs to this city. Like they usually hire tech work. They already have like trained tech workers, and a lot of them. It's just gonna bring.
They're gonna
more
uproot
people.
and just
Yeah,
move
it's gonna
them
be.
here.
It's gonna overpopulate.
And it's gonna kick whoever is
and
already here.
overpopulate. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Rent prices are gonna soar, and like the everyday New Yorker is not qualified for these jobs at Amazon, so they're not gonna
Agreed.
get hired.
Agreed.
It's only like the only people who stand to gain are people who already are wealthy in New York City and politicians. Many of
Yeah.
our
And investors and
local
all
politicians, including the more progressive ones, were a part of making this deal happen. You know, that's always
Just when we try to
disappointing.
have faith.
Yeah, no, there were a few I was really disappointed in.
Who's most disappointing for you?
I would say Tish James.
Yeah. Why
Public
you did us
ad-
like that,
yeah.
Tish?
Yeah.
Anyways.
I was always a fan of hers. Actually, you know what? This is kind of a little bit of tea, but one of my dad's friends dated her, and like they broke up because he was flirting with other women at a party. They were both.
And so she was like, in revenge, I'm gonna build
I'm gonna ruin Queens.
$500 billion Amazon. No,
because he was from Queens. She was
exactly.
like, all men from Queens will suffer. He was
Oh.
from Queens.
A lot of shit's making sense now.
Yeah, no,
But,
yeah, it's a shitty deal. We gave them money to come here. We're not going to, as individual New York City residents, gain
Anything
from them
from it,
being
yeah.
here.
Yeah, it's supposed to
only,
like, oh, bring jobs.
Yeah, it's
not.
a very it's the way that it would work would be very trickle down, and as we know about trickle down economics, they never really trickle down.
Yeah,
you know?
it
So
never gets to
it's-
the bottom.
No.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is put some links if you want to contact, your representatives, if you want to join some organizations who are trying to fight this, because despite what you said at the beginning, we care about all the boroughs in the city,
Even the Bronx sometimes, I guess.
on occasion.
Mostly because of the wildlife.
Yeah, the Bronx Zoo, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it'd be really good for us all to band together as New Yorkers and, put our foot down. There are some places that have already been taken by gentrification, and not all of Brooklyn, but Williamsburg, looking at you. And there's nothing that we can really do about it. But it also happened at a time when people weren't aware. They didn't know that they should try to, buy property
Yeah.
and stuff. They didn't know that they should organize. We didn't know what we were fighting against. Now we see the maleffects of gentrification, and we can prepare. And we
Absolutely.
can protect our communities.
So fight to the death
Fight the man
for your city.
Yeah.
New York is banding together. Even you, Bronx. We're
Even
including you in this one.
Bring your rats.
Staten
Ride
Island.
them in on chariots.
Staten Island, I don't know if we need your help yet.
Yeah,
We'll
y'all
get
can
back to
chill. You good.
All right,
yeah.
but the 4 other boroughs.
Band together. No, seriously. So stay tuned after the credits, and we'll put some links for you guys if you want to get involved. All right.
And that was our show. I hope you enjoyed. It's your boy Yule,
I'm Margaret.
and this was Can We Talk About It.
I'll let you
Follow
have
us.
it this time.
What?
Yeah. Oh. My IG is Margie820.
My IG is at New York City, and our joint Instagram is at Can We Talk About It Show. All right.
See you next time. Bye.
Peace.